Catechism of Christian Doctrine, babasahin ko po ayon na sa pagkakaliwat sa ating wika sa pahina 95 po. Ang pagsamba ba sa mga santo ay ukol lamang sa kanilang katauhan? Sagot, hindi. Sumasaklaw din ito sa kanilang mga relikya at mga larawan. 15. Dapat ba nating sambahin ang mga banal na larawan? Sagot, dapat tayong magkaroon, lalo na sa ating mga simbahan, ang mga larawan ng ating Panginoon, tulad din ng sa pinagpalang birhen at mga santo, at dapat nating silang bigyan ng kaukulang paggalang at pagsamba. Nagpaparatang po ba kami?
This is the fact. The Roman Catholic Church very well knows that there is only one God to be worshipped, and it is not absolute or not utterly to be said worshipping to God for anyone who don't know how God made known himself. Do you think if you rejected the one of God's personification then you could be said utterly worshipping God? Do you think you are absolutely worshipping Allah or God if you don't know the sedos in Bible and we in QUR'AN? There is a established doctrine in Roman Catholic Church, although not all detail for detail were explained like the other laws of man so as the other laws of God. That is why Jesus was sent also so to amend or to explain such laws. Like the divorce law that was just been changed in time of Moses is because of the people, so Jesus explained about the divorce law, that there is none indeed a divorce. Jesus said, what God had opened nothing can shut, so that just means there is indeed existing church and existing ministry and existing leaders and existing doctrine. But some leaders or people's opinionative, that is when followed for years, then the next generation will think that it is the original law. Now is about the word worship, the fact it has many meanings, that often people are using the not so well known meaning, the fact there is a movie and song entitled Sanazamba Kita I Worship You, referring to the one being loved. So as I mean, that what you have read, the one who made that is referring for the one that was being revered or loved so much, that as I've said no matter how you loved or revered someone, as long as God is the first, so if God being made first, as if all loving others so great, then love will then be love so great. Why? Don't you understand or don't you remember about the two great commandments? To love others, as the greatest is to love God. The fact the greatest between love, faith, and hope, is love, as so much love also means worship, so that just means there is only one, to be loved with greatest love. So meaning like as the writings in the Bible must not only be understood letter for letter, but as much as to be understood if what is really the true message of the writer or of the author or of the God and or Jesus wanting to impart, that almost all readers fails to do this, as a result many would been astray. Did you not understand about the Islamic? Muhammad loved so much the black stone, but the Islamic thought Muhammad worshipping it, as a result they knelt and kisses it in the altar of the Lord, which severely exceeded or excelled in the time they worship the God, Allah. So if the Islamic loved so much the stone was because of the grave reason, or as if the relatives of Felix Menelo loved so much the memory or the tomb of Menelo as they keep on praying in front of it and offering flowers on it. Did you not understand your INCMU way of praying is of standing position in the altar of the Lords or to the Lords? So you mean you worship Felix Menelo's tomb? And if you're really following not to make images, if so, what is the image of the sheep above the front of your house of worship? Do you mean you entered the house of worship of the sheep? So I accuse or assail the RCC of loving the relic or representations of the saints as God's will, kneeling or the like not only meant for worshipping. Watch for the links I've posted in my comment or description.